Well, at an ironically off-the-record meeting earlier this week, the Attorney General told various media outlets he is committed to changing the way the Justice Department handles investigations that involve the press. Is he sincere? Is this an effort, a charm offensive, to keep his job, and is it working? For that, we ask Fox News contributor Katie Pavlich, who joins us from Washington. Katie, so I'm amazed, I will say horrified too, by the resilience of the Attorney General, who's found himself in scandal after scandal after scandal, and yet there is no indication that I've seen that he's on thin ice with his boss, President Obama. Is he?
No, we've seen Eric Holder wiggle his way out of many scandals throughout his tenure in the first term of the Obama administration and the second term, going back to the Black Panther case, going through Fast and Furious. And now we have the situation with secret monitoring of reporters. And while I think that President Obama is not going to ask his Attorney General to step aside, this case is different than all the rest, because Eric Holder made a big misstep when he testified before the House Judiciary Committee recently, because up till now he's been very good at putting his attorney hat on and using language that can get him out of any accountability for what's been going on. But he said specifically and used definitive language saying he was never involved in any secret monitoring or prosecuting of the press, and we now know that he is admitted to signing off on the affidavit and going judge shopping to monitor James Rosen of Fox News. Associated Press reporters were also monitored, and I guarantee you that's not the end of the road when it comes to the AP monitoring scandal.
No, I believe that completely. He didn't just make that claim, though, at Starbucks or at a dinner party. He said it in a congressional hearing under oath, and it is demonstrably false. That looks like lying under oath.
Exactly. And the House Judiciary Committee is investigating him for perjury, which is also different than all of these other scandals. There's been some questions about whether Eric Holder was telling the truth in multiple instances surrounding other instances. But in this case, he made a very definitive statement that doesn't add up with his signature on that affidavit for James Rosen. Not to mention, let's recall here that this is an Attorney General who was held in criminal contempt of Congress, and he's still in criminal contempt, and yet you have President Obama saying, I have full faith and confidence in Eric Holder. And who would President Obama replace Eric Holder with? I mean, he's been a very good foot soldier for the administration and taken the politics in the Justice Department and applied them to the law. So I don't think President Obama is going to want to get rid of him anytime soon.
Katie Pavlich from Washington, whom I should point out wrote a book about Fast and Furious, largely on the Attorney General, so an expert on that subject. Thanks a lot, Katie, for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Tucker. See you soon.